Woo!
Let's
Hello.
go.
All right. We're tardy this afternoon, Vanessa.
Just a little bit.
Always waiting
Just
on
a little bit.
Vanessa's
It's okay.
damn Wi-Fi.
It was my
Hi,
Wi-Fi.
Wendy.
Again, I'm sorry.
Good thing I love you. Hi,
I know.
everybody. It's
I
been
know.
3 weeks. We miss you. I'm going to wait for Vanessa to
And
talk, and we'll see if her mouth moves at the same time as her words are
okay.
talking.
Okay. I'm trying to talk, and I'm hoping that it's coming out with the movement of my mouth.
It's not bad. It's not like when you first logged in. But we're happy you caught us too, Wendy. I love how Jamie just gets right in line. I said, "Hi, friends. We'll be live in 1 minute." To which Jamie responds, "Okay, bitches." That's when you know we're among friends, right? This is where we're at. I love it.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Jamie.
Absolutely.
Carmen,
I
thank you
love that.
for your request today. We're talking about something Carmen, I believe, requested. Is that right? That was the message you got was from Miss Carmen.
Yes. Well, because she had commented on my post yesterday, and I said, "Hey, if you got any topics you want to talk about, let me know." She's like, "All right, well, I'll think of something." And yeah. So she came back with that. I was like, "All right, cool."
It was a great one.
So,
hi, Heather.
Hey, Be Exquisite. Do you see that? The name?
Ooh,
Be Exquisite. 444.
Yes. Happens all the time.
Awesome.
Mouth and words never in sync.
Yes. It's true. It's so annoying.
It feel like it's like a lawnmower. You like, it like starts slow, but then eventually it warms up and you're here with us.
I know. It just seems like, living in, I don't live in the city. I live in the suburbs of a city, but you would think that living in the suburbs of a city, you would have pretty decent Wi-Fi, but apparently that's not the case.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I'm like, it is 2025. I get very frustrated when I go thrifting at my local Savers because I thrift for a living and then flip stuff, and sometimes I'll want to look up what something is worth. And it's so frustrating because there is no signal in this store. And I'm always like, it's 2025, damn it. I should be able to figure out how much these Madewell jeans will sell for. I get so mad. So mad. It's like really impactful.
Damn, I'm trying to earn a living here.
Yes. So I feel your pain. We have been, there's been a lot going on. I know I was concerned about Vanessa, and I'm certainly concerned for all of the families with the flash floods in Texas. They are not near Vanessa in Houston.
No.
However, it was so sad. Good Morning America broke my heart this morning. So if any of you are near or know somebody, my heart goes out to you. Those children, I can't,
Yeah, it's pretty, I lived in the hill country for about 15 years. We lived in a town called Bandera. You probably never heard of it. It's the cowboy capital of the world, for real. It is officially the cowboy capital of the world. It's a quirky little town, very small town. But it's about 20, 25 miles from Kerrville, where a lot of this stuff has happened. And so I'm pretty familiar with the whole area. In fact, my kids, we raised our children out there. And if you listen to them, me and my husband don't say it a certain way or say words a certain way, but they have an accent from the area, which is so funny. So my sister doesn't have an accent, but my daughter will say things like there, here, and it's like, what?
That's that little twang. That I wouldn't even pick up on that. To me, that I would probably lump all the Texas.
No. It's
specific to that area.
Yeah, but that's it's a place. Kerrville's a place we went. We swam in the river. We went to the movie theater there a lot. Grocery store, Walmart. Go out to eat there. It wasn't very. Bandera doesn't have a whole lot, but so yeah, it's pretty sad to see that town torn apart. But the people out there, they're good people, and they're strong people, and I believe they'll be able to put things back together.
Yeah. My heart
So,
goes with them.
but yeah, it breaks my heart.
Yeah, so sad. But anyways,
Yes,
I just
please just, you know,
yeah, the first
yeah.
thing I looked up this morning was, is Houston near, you know, because I was thinking about you.
No,
I don't,
no, we're about 250 miles away
yeah.
from
I
them.
forget living in a state
So,
like Massachusetts that
yeah.
like Texas is like all of New England and then some, you know, it's crazy to me what a huge state it is.
Yeah,
Um,
it's pretty huge. So it's a big state. It's, you know, people from Texas vacation in Texas because it's so
yeah,
big. So
I believe it. I believe it. It's crazy. Um,
yeah.
so we have a lot to catch up on, Vanessa. What shall we chat about? Do you want to share some new
Well,
stuff? We can go right into our sharing right away, and then we can talk about brands we keep going back to. A little summer update. Let's hear what's going on with you
look who's
lately.
calling me.
Oh, that is the
Brian
funniest
Holzer.
picture. Is he holding a
He
fan?
sent that to me like a few years ago, but yeah, I thought it was. He'll probably get pissed that that's his picture on my phone.
That's
Here, let
very
me.
funny. Hi, Mag. Hi, ladies. First
Hey,
time from Austria.
I'm on a. Hey, we're on a show right now. We're on
Are
Juicy.
you really?
I am. I'm on Juicy Broads right now.
Hey,
Oh,
Brian.
watch. It'll be more fun.
Yeah, why don't you come watch for a little bit? So,
All right, I will.
all right,
Watch.
he's gonna come watch. All right, bye.
Awesome. So
That's
that
so
is
funny.
Brian
Okay.
from Esterbrook.
So
He's
yeah,
going to join us. Well, he's going to
yeah,
hop in the chat, I believe.
yeah.
So, Lori, I want to see your Louise Carmen again. I watched your YouTube video on the experience with the notebook and
That's
jotted
right. So I was gonna say, you just like had a whirlwind trip to Paris, and I saw your beautiful Louise Carmen journal online.
Yeah.
Did you happen to bring it with you to show us?
Oh, I might have it hanging around here someplace. No. Yes, I have it.
Oh, you might have it just hanging around.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm being facetious. Yes, this is like taking over my life. I feel like it's been my leather notebook craze right now has been the only thing that has gotten me to not think about pens all the time. It's really funny. Like I'm like, oh, what's
Yeah.
new in the pen world today? Because I've been so focused on these notebooks. Yes, now that I've gotten crafty, the craftiness has always been there.
Correct.
It's been buried for so long,
Yeah.
Shannon, but we're back. We're back. So yes, I have
Full on
my
crafty. That should be a sticker. Full on crafty.
full on crafty bitch. That's
Full
what I
on
am.
crafty bitch.
So
Oh,
this is
there's Holzer.
Carmen
He's there.
from Paris. Oh, hey, Brian. And eyewear, clearly. Oh, now
Clearly.
Rocco's calling me.
Do we want to bring
always
him on
like,
the show?
I mean, I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. We're not gonna. Hey, Rockman. Hi, honey. You're live on the Juicy Broads. No swearing. What's going on?
On the what?
No
On
swearing,
my
unless you want
Juicy
to.
Broads live pen show.
Okay. Hello, everybody. I just had a quick question.
Hey.
I thought I had a Target gift card, and I'm just going to Target to get some groceries,
Yeah.
but I might have left it on the countertop.
Oh my gosh.
I was
Let the
see
dog
if you could
see him.
buy the card off me if I don't have it.
Yes, I will.
Check really quick if I left it in my house.
Okay. I just saw the empty Target gift card. So yeah, if you need it, we'll buy it off of you.
Aaron, will you please get
Well,
the
no,
dogs out of
the
here?
full one. I'm sorry, love. I
Please?
gotta go. We'll reimburse you.
Because they'll be in here and they'll start barking and I'll freak out.
No, I just saw the paper, like the cardboard that you ripped it
Crack
off
the
of.
whip.
We don't have the card here. Love you.
Thank you.
Rocco says bye. Bye, honey. I'm so sorry about that. That was obnoxious. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
He's
We almost had a disaster here. All four dogs came in the room somehow. So
oh gosh, it all just hit the fan there quickly.
oh, damn it. Are we freezing up again?
No, I don't
Are
think
we
so.
just really, is this happening again?
No, you're
I'm gonna
good.
throw my computer out the window.
I might be slow to you, but you're looking good. Okay, some questions about this. So the Louise Carmen leather,
Okay, sweet.
Galen, is softer. I would say that it's definitely softer than Traveler's Notebook. This is veggie tan leather. I don't believe that the Traveler's Notebooks are vegetable tanned, which is just like untreated.
I don't know.
I don't know. So my big thing for me, the reason that I'm really loving this
don't know.
system is because it's wider than the Traveler's Notebook. Like Traveler's is a little bit narrow for me. I was getting ready to do a video to talk about, I'm going to be talking a lot about notebooks in upcoming videos, but I'm officially saying it here, and I mean it, and I won't go back on my word. I'm never buying the Hobonichi Weeks again. I have bought it 4 times. One year I lost it in the middle of the year and repurchased it. I have tried 3 years in a row to make that notebook work for me, and I just can't. It's too narrow for me. And then the dates are in there. Like I've just learned fewer dates, better for Lori. Like I like modular. I like one planner that has dates, and the rest notebooks.
Right.
So that's what I love, that you can put multiple notebooks in here. So yes, this leather is softer. And I still love my Traveler's Notebook. I was in it when we were just in Paris. I brought one with me. I just prefer a little bit wider. I'm not like abandoning my Traveler's Notebooks, but my Traveler's Notebooks are just that. Like I take them on occasion. This is something that is with me all day. So the big thing that this has replaced is my morning pages, which I just didn't think that it would. But this is the portfolio that goes inside, which is almost
so pretty
as the notebook itself. But then this slides out like so. And it's just the softest, most beautiful leather. This is called the Liberty insert. And they did say that this will even fade over time. This particular insert is different than the other ones. I just loved that it was this beautiful floral, and I thought it would go with so many different things in different
That's
pens.
really beautiful.
I went for this. On the smaller one, I went for the red one because the red one that we wanted, Vanessa, was sold out in this size. Wow. So then I'm like, okay, I'll just get a smaller size. And
so
this
they had it in that. Oh, look at that.
Which is, it's just gorgeous. And this would look so pretty with black. It would look beautiful with the brown.
Yes.
And this, as time goes on, will deepen in color, and it will actually look more like this over time. It's wild when you're in the store and they show like one that's new and then one that's a year old. And depending on where you take it, how often you're outside with it, how much of your own oils from your skin that it absorbs, like it just ages so nicely.
I love that insert.
It's beautiful. And honestly, like I've also been making them. I bought leather while I was out there, and I've been experimenting and making some on my own because they are very expensive. But it's really all the add-ons that really add up so much. But this portfolio is just gorgeous. Like this is, so I've been using this as my wallet. And it's been great.
So I just love the texture, the color, everything about it.
Everything about it.
I want that. I want like a whole suit made out of that.
Right?
Or is that too weird?
It matches your lips. Yeah, it's really lovely. And I feel like this, I love the trifold because it feels like everything's really secure in there.
Yeah.
And I've just been really having fun. So my inserts, I have my morning pages. So they have, this is one of their inserts, and it's A5 Slim, which I've been really enjoying. So I've just been doing my inserts in here because, as I mentioned, I've been a Leutram girl for years, and as expensive as this one was, those notebooks are expensive. These are like $26 a pop, and I go through like 4 a year, and then I toss them in a box. So I was like, I might as well go for a cheaper insert, get my thoughts out. I don't revisit them. So there's that. This I'm using as a content planner. I just have like my Lori's Boston Found sticker on here. So this is another insert in here with just like ideas for videos and such. They have what they call a to-do calendar. which is actually more like a week at a glance. I don't know why they call it to do, because it's an undated weekly calendar is what it is. And it looks like this. And what's wild about this is they set this up exactly as I set up my sterling ink. Like I had just kind of gravitated. I'll show you a plain insert.
Okay.
So two-thirds of the way down, they have a divider. I, for like 2 years, have been drawing like a mild liner line across the bottom. And I'm doing like my to-do list underneath. And then I do like dated items above. And then over here on the side, it's unbelievable. This is set up exactly as
perfect. It's absolutely, it's like it was meant to be.
It's crazy how perfect this is. And this is undated, so I can kind of stay in my sterling ink with stuff. But on the right-hand side, I have like highlighted things that need to be a focus for the week. And then in the bottom, orders, things that I've ordered on Amazon that I'm expecting. So it's the exact same format.
Wow, you keep track of all that? I don't keep track of mine because I'm scared too.
It's scary, the Amazon stuff. It's for my own
whatever.
Knowledge. Mostly if I'm excited.
I was just going to say, I've been on a Sephora bender, and
really,
yeah, it's bad.
And you don't write that down because it's dangerous.
Yes, it's like, why do you need so much makeup? I don't know.
That's a slippery slope. Why do I need so many notebooks? I don't.
It's like, I know. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like to try new shit.
It is fun. You'll have to give me some recommendations.
Sure.
I'm sorry. I want to get caught up on some questions here.
Okay. Yes. Sorry. I was so engrossed in your presentation.
I'm sure they're going to get it back in stock, but I think it was out of stock for a couple of weeks before I went there. I thought maybe when I'm in person, they have like a separate stash in person, but it's not. It's also sold out. So now I'm looking at the Magnum. That's the one that I'm making, which is the next size up. It's like an A4 size because they have the insert for the Magnum. So I thought, well, maybe if I make my own leather for the Magnum, and then I can order this insert in the larger size. Because here's a potential hack if anybody's in the States or can get to New York City. There's a shop called Goods for the Study. I did a little like store preview there.
I think Carmen was just there. It's on her Instagram.
Study. Yeah, so they have a few in the city, but the one that I believe is closest to Rockefeller Center. I might be wrong about that, but I think it's the one like in the main hub of the city. It's called McNally Books. And I think it's near Grand Central Station. They are the one that is doing the Louise Carmen pop-up. So they might have the portfolio. I know they don't have it at Louise Carmen, but they did have it in the smaller size. This is the earnest size. And then they did.
Allison says that Goods for the Study is almost sold out. She's
really
today.
Oh, so I wonder, Allison, if they're restocking, almost sold out of all of their Louise Carmen supplies in general, or almost sold out of the portfolio. You know what I can't figure out about Louise Carmen? I did not know anything about Louise Carmen until my friend if you guys follow Rocky Paper Scissors on Instagram, she lives in Brooklyn. We met at Stationery Fest. And she was the first person I saw ever post about Louise Carmen. They've been around for 7 years. I think they've had more of a social media presence for the past few years. However, I'd never heard of them. But when I saw her posts, I was like, let me investigate, as one does, right? We see this and then we go down that rabbit hole. And then the whole, like, we're going to Amsterdam. As one does. Magnum only. Oh, wait a second. Oh, that's all they have left is the Magnum. They said they are not sure of a restock, maybe later this year. I literally just messaged my son, Anthony, today because my birthday is this week. And I'm like, this is a good week. This is a good time to ask Anthony. I'm like,
that's right. Your birthday's on Wednesday, right?
Yes. I'm like, are you going to be in Manhattan this week? Because I'm making a notebook for his girlfriend who's in PA school. So I'm going to do like this is the one I made, by the way.
Oh.
With my little bumblebee. So I said, are you going to be in Manhattan? Because maybe you could pop into Goods for the Study to get me just the portfolio. I just want the portfolio. So we'll see.
That looks fantastic.
Oh, honestly, they're not hard to make. Although the one that I dyed yesterday, I'm so upset because I put the sealer on it and I totally messed it up. It got like sticky, like lint got into it. It's a complete disaster. Like I talked to ChatGPT. He's my friend. I call him Scout. We talk every day. And I said, Scout, what am I going to do? So he advised me that I need to deglaze it. I need to basically strip off all this madness. I need to let it sit, and then I need to re-cure it.
Wow.
So yeah, so that's like but this was already dyed. This was scrap that I got in Paris. I went to a leather shop. Yeah. So you literally, I just cut it. You make you throw your notebooks in the center and you decide how wide you want the trifold. I made this a little bit wider than my Louise Carmen because I wanted to put A5 notebooks in here because this takes A5 slim. So if you put them side by side, I mean, if you look at them side by side, if you start going down the TikTok rabbit hole and see these DIYs, some of the DIYs you would not even know the difference. Mine's a little bit tacky because I have like all these crazy charms on it. These were all thrift charms too.
That's very cool. Well, you made it your own.
Yeah,
you've like made your own thing. I think it looks fantastic.
I mean, I love my little bumblebee.
Is that like a brooch? What is that? Where did you find that?
However, this is the coolest thing too. I am crafty. This is my crafty era.
She's crafty.
She gets around. She's crafty. Okay. So this is the back. So yes, it is indeed a brooch.
That is so cool.
However, if you go on Amazon, I'm like, this has to exist in the world. I just Googled, I put it out there.
Yeah.
Brooch or pin to pendant converter. Boop, something popped up. So see this little T-bar right here?
Yeah.
You slide this onto your pin and it becomes a pendant.
That is so genius.
So freaking genius. So now, because I thrift all the time, I'm just like scooping up all these fun pins. So yeah, you just put
Lori, you might have a new business here.
I think you might, Vanessa.
Holy shit.
So you just slide this through here. No, I am definitely going to start sourcing charms.
I think you should. I mean, this looks like, I think this is your calling.
I think it might be.
Forget that thrifting stuff. This is it. This is you're supposed to make journals.
Right? I'm going to make journals for people in my stratosphere. I will make you a journal, Vanessa. Would you like me to make
I would love that.
Okay.
I would love that.
So this was a scrap that I used. I left my navy blue one downstairs. That's when I dyed last night. I could cry because I worked so hard on that. The dye looked beautiful, but anyways, that one's a mess. I have to strip it. I got a new grommet thing. Yes. Anyways, I'm really monopolizing.
A new grommet thing.
A new grommet thing. Make these. You can see how my grommets are different colors. Those are the brass ones, and these are like the like the gunmetal because I ran out of the brassy ones. And then over here, like if you look closely, you see all my mistakes. Like right here, this grommet like smashed in the back because it didn't have a washer. I bought the cheap grommets off of Amazon. So that one I have to redo. This is the one at the top. But yeah, you just string it yourself. It's all, you can do it. You can do it.
It looks like I feel like you're empowering me to do this too. Like I can go get some leather somewhere.
Yes, look at this. I need to source some red lips charms.
Yes, absolutely.
It would be so much fun.
Oh my gosh, that would be so great.
The details so crafty.
So crafty. She's crafty.
It's been really fun. Oh, so I do love the baby. So this, because we're going to
I like the little one is very, very cute. And I see you have your baby in there.
This is, oh yeah, I did. I put
your little baby in there.
I did have my Colo Tino, and then just today I inked up my Mont Blanc baby because look at how cute, Vanessa.
I mean, that's just, yeah.
So, and I put La Dolce Vita here, and I have my Italian horn that we all wore growing up to this is like to ward off the evil eye if you're Italian.
Is that what that's for? Because I've seen people wear those over the years, but I have no idea. I was like, what is
on
that?
The Jersey Shore or where I grew up, like if you didn't have an Italian horn around your neck in Leominster, like
really?
Actually, Rocco, when he was in Spain, he was at a nightclub and he had his Italian horn on, and some thief ripped his chain right off of his neck, stole his gold chain off of his neck.
Oh my gosh.
The horn went flying and he salvaged the horn. So his birthday's at the end of the month. But yeah, Yes. So the horn.
Brian's like the Italian horns in New York.
Oh, I can only imagine. I'm sure they're there. So I had to get this because I'm going to bring this to Italy. So this was my little, and I got my Cancer. I got my little charm.
Very cool.
Crab. Yeah. And then this one, I of course did, the charms is what is really fun, but then they add up really quickly. And
how much is like a charm?
So I think these little charms, I want to say were like $19 each, 19 euro, which is probably like 23.
20, yeah, I was thinking 24 maybe.
And then you go on Etsy or you go on Amazon or you go to the thrift store. I mean, and then some of them, like I wanted a really chunky one. This is actually smaller than what I wanted, but I did love this look.
It's very nice. It looks like it's like a rock.
Agate.
Oh, agate. Yeah, yeah. Very cool.
But I wanted a chunky one, but they have some that they source from Belize, like they're the Louise Carmen ones that are their label. Those are like 50 or 60 euro.
Good grief.
Yes. So it adds up really quickly, but of course you're there. I'm like, well, I'm in Paris. There's no way I'm not getting the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, I mean, you know, of course.
I got the art because it was my anniversary. I put our anniversary date here, but like you can already see it's starting to get banged up a little bit.
It's already I love that. So it's going to have the patina here pretty quick.
Yeah, everybody gets so excited about the patina, but I don't. I like how it looks when I leave the store when it's
so you need to invest in something called leather CPR.
I have it.
That stuff I put that that's what I condition all my leather.
Like Frank's Red Hot Sauce. I put that shit on everything. You know that commercial. So funny, when I was having my conversation with Scout yesterday, instead of putting on the leather sealer, I said, Scout, can I just use leather CPR? And he said, no, that's a conditioner. It's not going to seal it. You can use that later, but you need to seal it first. All this. And if it wasn't navy blue and I wasn't worried about the dye transfer, I wouldn't have even sealed it because it looked so pretty yesterday. Now it's like this sticky, linty awfulness. I'm so sad I could cry. Linda ordered one. After watching Lori's video, I went online and purchased a fuchsia Ernest. Shipping was fuchsia, but cheaper than flying to Paris. This is true, Linda. It is true. Yeah, it is actually a really cool experience. And they were very nice to, I had reached out and said, I'm coming to Paris. I have a small YouTube channel. If you would like to collaborate, I'm like, pick me, you know.
You're the pick me girl.
They were like, thanks, Lori. But they were booked through the year, but they said, you know, reach out to us in January. Like they have, you know, other collaborations going on. So then I wrote back and I said, look, I am going to feature your stuff because I'm very excited. I'm going to talk about it on my channel, whether we collaborate or not. Yeah. So thank you. I will definitely reach out in January again, but could you give me some pointers? Like, is there a good time to come in? Do you make appointments in person? Because you can do a video appointment. They go live on Friday afternoons and they book up for the following week, a 30-minute video conference, but they book up really fast. Wow. So I was wondering if you did an appointment in the store or if you just waited in line. I was just trying to get the lay of the land before I went there. And I asked if I could film in the store because I wanted to feature their store. And they said, of course you can film. And I said, I will be respectful. You know, I won't get other patrons in the video, blah, blah, blah. And she said, and she responded and she said, Andrea, one of our managers is going to meet you after the store closes, which I thought was really,
that's really nice.
Very kind of them. So so I had that one-on-one with Andrea, but because it was later in the day, he did the personalization, or somebody did the next day. So I had to leave that night and come back the next day. So we went to the Louvre the next day. And then after that, we went back to pick up my Louise Carmen. And the joke with Jay was, I can't believe a notebook is what got you to Paris. Like, I'm like, I really did enjoy the Louvre. That was fantastic. Yeah. But like Louise Carmen, if I'm being totally honest, was that's what
did it.
Here in Amsterdam, it was a 3-hour train. Oh, and then you saw how like our train was canceled. We woke up the morning of our anniversary. We had booked the train with like Jay did like like the nice cart so that we could have dinner,
Yeah.
like lunch on our way, because it was our 30th anniversary that day. We were so excited. Oh, we're going to Paris. Like all week we're excited. Amsterdam was great, but we were looking forward to it because then he wasn't working. We woke up to an email that said your train has been canceled because people, the tracks, they steal cable off the tracks.
What?
They steal it. Thieves steal copper off the tracks.
Oh, they do that out here too. They steal it from people's like the electricity. I had a doctor, their power was out because people came and stole the copper from the electric thing outside. Yeah, it's just so crazy.
So I had never heard that. And I'm like, Jay, you're kidding me. He's like, oh no. And we were sleeping a little bit late because we're on East Coast time. So it was like 8 a.m. and our train was for 1 and the email had come in at 4 a.m. Everything was booked until the 27th, 2 days later. I'm like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. And then finally, I asked Scout what I should do.
Scout. Here comes Scout. Okay. What did Scout say?
Scout said that there were a couple third-party platforms that you could get tickets from. And so, because if we were going through Eurostar, everything was booked because this affected people in London, in Belgium, in Paris, like the whole way there. And apparently
those are some real assholes.
Yeah. And on June 24th, 2 people, there was an accident. 2 people died on the 24th. So the trains were already backed up from the day before.
Wow.
Long story short, we made it there just in time for the craziest rainstorm you could ever imagine.
So because it flooded while you were there, right?
Flooded. We were at this restaurant across from the Eiffel Tower called Monsieur Bleu. And it was nice. We were taking pictures in front of the Eiffel Tower before our reservation at 9 o'clock. They sat us at 9 and there was this woman sitting at the bar and she said, girl, it's about to get real. And I'm like, the wind is so bad. And she's like, oh, you wait. And so sure enough, Angie's home.
Oh, it's late.
And hold on a second. So sure enough, within minutes, the sky opened and stuff was flying everywhere. The awnings ripped off the side of the restaurant. They carried in a waiter who had fallen. I mean, it was like the apocalypse. It was crazy. We just laughed the whole day. I'm like, I can't believe this is our anniversary. We couldn't get an Uber back. The metro was closed because they were flooding. The metros were flooding. The metros were closed. One Uber canceled because he couldn't get through to us because the water was like up to the doors.
Oh my gosh.
And then we were like walking, like soaking wet. And then we finally get back to our hotel and there's no power in our room. This is like at midnight.
That's like the anniversary from hell.
But we laughed. So it was actually awesome. It was really funny. Like the train to we had to do 2 stops. There was no first class train. There was no dinner. We got like a Belgian waffle. We went in a photo booth and took pictures. We made the best of it. But anyways.
Well, good for you, y'all. I mean, because that could have really been disastrous, but you guys made light of it. I think that's great.
It was really fun. Okay, back to here. People are talking about Chic Sparrow.
I've heard about Chic Sparrow they've been around for many years. I've never gotten one of their journals. So they look really cool.
They have been around, and I think what's nice about them is that you can put the multiple notebooks in. And I think that's the difference for me is the fact that you can put multiples in. We're travelers, you just get the one. Well, you can do the jump band. I actually did the jump band in this too. So there's a road book that you can fit 6 notebooks, and this is the Honore. You can fit 4 notebooks, but this one has a pocket. So
I was going to ask you, how many notebooks do you have in there right now?
Oh, I just took it apart. I had 5. So I had the doodle one. Like this is just my sloppy, messy, like ink stuff. I had the to-do list. That was the weekly. I have my Lori's Boston Found content. I had my morning pages. And is there one more in there? Oh, and this one is, just like an actual to-do list. I took their little Louise Carmen handout and just washi taped it. And this is just like checklist, like
very cool.
I was in my morning pages doing a little to-do list after I would get my thoughts out. I would do a to-do list. And I didn't love that it was living there. So it's just simple enough to throw in another notebook. So they're all very thin. So if you look online and you see the way some people put these together, they'll chunk them out and they'll put like different size notebooks on there. You can do whatever you want. In some cases, when you see them, their notebook doesn't even close because people will have so much stuff in there, which is fine. To each his
Wow.
own. That's why when I did this one, I did a lot of extra flap.
That's a good
because I did
idea.
put a larger notebook in here.
Right.
So they're really
Very smart.
customizable and fun. But I really feel like this concept has been around forever. I know
Yeah.
Shannon was talking about, I think it was called Foxy Fix or something, because she came from, hey, Julia, how are you, hun? Nice to see you.
Hey.
I know, it's been forever. Foxy Fix, I think, was the,
What was that? Foxy. Y'all know the reference?
and they, I guess, got to the, I don't know the reference. What are you doing?
From Wayne's World.
Oh.
Garth does the whole like performance to Foxy Lady.
Oh.
Foxy.
I
Y'all have to
do
look it
not
up.
remember that. That's
Some of y'all
terrible.
probably weren't
That's
even
my
born
era.
yet.
I should know. So they, I guess, were at the top of their game. They did all this customization, just like Louise Carmen. They were doing stamping. You could add the color elastic you want, how many notebooks you wanted, and then they just kind of went away. And so Shannon had mentioned it, and then lo and behold, up in my feed pops a video about like whatever happened to Foxy Fix. And it was funny because I think if you're from the planner community, like circa 2016, 2017, this was a huge brand that basically did this. Same as Chic Sparrow.
Yeah.
Another brand that gets mentioned every time this gets mentioned is the Paper Republic,
Right.
which they have a customization website. So their basic one is just like a folded notebook, typical.
Right.
But you can personalize it. And then it goes from maybe like a $80 notebook to a $300 notebook really
Jeez.
quickly, depending on how you do it. They were
Wow.
huge and they just up and poof.
I wonder what happened.
Hi, ladies. Yes, Foxy Fix went out of business.
They just like, wow.
According to the woman in this video that I watched, they were behind in their orders because of all the customization. So there were wait lists. And she also mentioned something about like mystery bundles. Like they would, if they had like seconds, like if you asked for an engraving and I stamped it with the wrong color or made a spelling error, like they would have this pile of rejects or seconds that they would price at like 75 to 80% off. And then people would buy them, share them on social media. And then certain people would get upset, like, because they didn't have access. It seemed like it was, I don't know, like it seemed like they got too big too fast and they couldn't keep up with.
That's probably what it was. They couldn't keep up with their growth, which is, yeah. Wow.
So it's interesting to see some of these other brands. Wendy Sue, I found about 10 Chic Sparrow. Gosh, did you post about that, Wendy Sue?
Did you do that?
I feel like I saw this somewhere. Did you make a video about this? I feel like I saw that one time and I was like, damn. And I hope you grabbed all of them. And did you sell them or did you keep them?
She's got them all. She's got them all lined up.
I was never able to order from Foxy Fix. Is that because they were too busy, Darlene? Or like, did they not get back to you? Like they really went ghost, but their planners were great. See, like all these people, I had never heard of it until Shannon mentioned it to me. Chris was in the, okay, Chris, are you, I believe, Chris, earlier you said that you were from Austria. I think we have two people here from Austria, and that is where Paper Republic is from.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I just happened to get their notebook in the mail today. This is the Paper Republic Venetia. So it's just a single flap. And they also have like the, they don't have rounded corners, but you can customize them. They just did the LAT here. But lovely. Their leather is a little bit thicker. Like some people like Paper Republic leather better because they think that Louise Carmen's is flimsy. I don't find that with Louise Carmen. I love their leather, but here's the side by side of these two. This is also for A5. This is A5 Slim. So you can watch. Oh, so did you watch them doing some of the customizations? You could send them like a picture of the front of your house with your dog in front and they will customize it like with 37 different pieces of leather. Yeah, it would probably cost $700, but
probably that sounds, I mean, very interesting.
Planning with John YouTube has many Foxy Fix videos. Oh, I think that's going to be interesting. It's exactly what happened. Oh, Darlene said, okay, yeah, they got too big. And
That's too bad that
it
they
is too
couldn't
bad.
put it at
I figured they were clearly onto something, right?
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, they were definitely pioneers, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a shame because if they would have slowed down that growth a bit and kind of didn't get too big, they probably could have been something really.
It's too bad. I wonder if they'll see all of this. I mean, it's funny how you see trends in the community too, because I feel like
it always comes back. Stuff comes back. So,
and even with the Louise Carmen, people are doing like the larger magnum sizes, and they're basically scrapbooking. They're taking those larger ones, they're getting the black page inserts, and they're scrapbooking.
Yeah,
I mean, I did Creative Memories for a decade, and that's what we did. But now it's just in a different form. Some chic sparrow leather are thick as well. I think you should break them out, make them new again.
I think Shannon.
Yeah. Well, like Vanessa, share with us your traveler's notebook because you personalized it so well. And I love it. No, I mean, I think that's what people are craving with all.
Do you guys think I'm odd? I mean, because it's like, I don't know what's wrong with my brain, but I just like weird shit.
Well, no, I'm loving your cigarette earrings. Are those new? I've been waiting to
found them on Etsy.
I've been monopolizing the conversation. I'm so sorry. Those are fantastic.
That's okay. I think your journal journey has been fascinating, especially over at Louise Carmen. But yeah, so there's a lady in California. She makes these, and so I ordered the earrings. I found them. Just looking around, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have those.
Have to.
And my husband looked at me when I took him out, and he's like, what are those, like Indian beaded earrings? I just looked, I was like, no, they're freaking cigarettes. What's wrong with you? Can you not tell?
I felt very odd when we went live that Vanessa didn't have her cigarettes, but really
I'm wearing them.
Just had to put her hair behind her ears because there they are. Fantastic.
There they are. So I guess I'll show y'all. So this is the bag I posted today. I don't think I've shown this yet, but it's another addition to some of my quirky shit. This is from my quirky shit.
No, I love your quirky shit, but this is definitely the same Etsy maker that did the Shining bag.
Yes, this is another Shining bag.
This is also from The Shining. What room is this from?
Well, this is from the famous room of 237, the room you're not supposed to go into because you'll be attacked. But they just came out with this a few months ago. So yeah, I have the other one. It's like the other carpet, but this one's the.
I love.
I don't know. It's
like a bowling bag.
So I put on here, because it's kind of a carpet bag, right? So I would think it's more winter. So I clipped the orange to it to make it a summer bag.
Oh, to bright. Oh, I love that.
You're
in deep now. You need to get every one of these for every room in The Shining.
I know.
You're gonna get one made out of like hardwood and tile.
I mean, if they do it, I'll buy it. So I also have the matching coin purse that goes with it. So it just has like some cosmetics in it. But of course I have my journal that I'm carrying everywhere and also some stealthy brass knuckles that match everything. Well, you never know when you'll need them.
You are unique. You really are. I am just.
I don't know if it's unique or crazy.
No, I mean, I am so predictable and basic. And look at that notebook. So this is what's great about these notebooks. You think it's like the Love and Trip from.
It is the Love and Trip, but it's all tripped out.
It is tripped out, and that Bordeaux pen looks so pretty with it.
Right? It's like so the perfect. Same person that made the earrings, they also made a necklace pendant. So I was like, I'll just like put a lobster clasp on it and I'll hook it up to my journal right here.
And then don't you love it so much more when it's just yours?
Yeah, because nobody else is sporting a beaded cigarette on their
Like if I had that, I'd have like a coffee mug hanging off of it and be so boring. Like a little coffee charm.
Well, and I looked at the, I went to the Travelers Company. That's right. For Fight Club. That's a badass movie. I told my son hasn't seen that yet. And I said, you've got to watch Fight Club.
Make sure he doesn't read any spoilers on it.
No, I told you you've got to watch Fight Club.
Fight Club is
That's
so
like
good.
that's on some of my top movies.
At
So
at
yeah.
the Stanley Hotel, they play all the versions of The Shining on loop,
Well, really, I
including
visited
the
there when I was a
rabbit
teenager,
version.
and they weren't doing that. Yeah, I visited the Stanley as a teenager. We went to Estes Park because I had to see the hotel that inspired the movie, of course. So yes, I've been a fan of The Shining since I saw it as a young person, and I don't know why I like it, but I do.
Where's the hotel that inspired the movie?
Estes Park, it's in Colorado.
Mm,
Yeah, it's
fun.
really beautiful out there. So,
Shannon's
but
gonna order you a cigarette pen if you don't already own one.
oh yeah, okay, so she sent me a link to a cigarette pen on one of our Chinese websites, and the link she sent, I couldn't get it to open for me
Oh,
at all, and I
no.
was like, I can't order it, Shannon, but it looks like a cigarette.
All right, Shannon. This
So
is laughing. Love and Trip from John Wick. That's so funny.
another
My husband
good
watched
series of movies.
John
Thank you
Wick,
very much.
right?
Yes.
Jay watched Ballerina this weekend, which is like the female version. Like John Wick, I think makes an
Oh,
appearance.
okay. Oh, really?
Jay puts it,
Nice.
that hot girl's in it. I'm like, which one?
It's like, can you be a little more specific? Because it's obviously not me.
She is
So,
hot, but I was kind of like in and out. Oh, we're both fuzzy? Oh no. Do we have
but
a bad connection?
I hope not.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so the knife is from these were on some bobby pins. This is from a company in Austin called Vinca USA. So I took them and I glued them together. So that way, either way that I put the elastic back on, I'll always be able to see the knife.
Of course.
And then
It's
I
important.
cannibalized the knuckles. This used to be on another pen case that I had, but I decided that it would be more suitable here. I also have the other one on the bigger notebook here as a charm on the side. And then the knife with,
Oh my gosh, with the blood.
yeah.
Hysterical.
So
I think if you ever like in a bad neighborhood or something, you should just take your journal out and like people be like,
I'm like,
"Oh,
I'll cut you, bitch.
they won't mess with you if you do that." I
I
mean,
will cut a bitch.
I think
So,
in general right now charms are huge, and I think like Coach is really capitalizing on this trend.
oh
They
yes,
do very
absolutely.
well.
Yes.
Bag
Yes.
charms are really big right now, and
Well, that's
so
what. So this is a bag charm that actually is for an air tag.
oh, smart.
So, and it's from like Maison. I was trying to say it as French as possible, but they're Australian. Maison de Savor.
It's
So they've got lots of these little fruit ones. I have a strawberry and I have a set of cherries on the way.
so cute.
Because you can't
So
just
do you have your air tag in there, or can you store,
I
like
don't
your pills
own
for the day in
well,
there?
I don't own an air tag, but I can put my medications
Yeah.
in there.
So cute.
So,
Oh, that is adorable.
it's not the damn cutest thing you've ever seen.
It is the cutest
So
thing I've ever seen.
So yeah, but yeah, so people don't, they use them for air tags, but they're putting these charms on their purses. So I actually got the idea from, she's a fellow classic Coach collector, and she was putting these on her bag. I was like, I have to have that.
Because Coach, their charms are very expensive. Like when I bought
They're ridiculous.
yeah, I got the cherries. They were in the Coach store for $100, and then
Yes.
on Amazon for like $6. Sometimes it's worth the investment, and then other times, if it's something that's so trendy like that, for me, like I'm not really huge into the bag charms, but I was really tempted by the honkin' charm of like the New York City Big Apple and the taxi cab.
I want the taxi cab one. That is really cool.
It's so cute.
I
And
love that.
the town that I live in, we have several apple orchards, and the same like with New York. So I kind of love apple stuff too. So I almost got the apple, but like I just couldn't do it for $100. But then the cherries were cute. And I was like, well,
I have the cherries. My daughter, she keeps trying to take them from me. I'm like, no, you can't have that. That's mine.
Yes, Linda, I agree.
They're a bit heavy.
They're heavy. And like I feel like the leather is beautiful, but like I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older, but like I do feel like
heavier though, they could double as weapons.
True. So that's a pro. That's a pro for Vanessa. Heavy.
Make your bag heavier so you can swing it around.
when you
Yeah.
whack
You
somebody.
never know if you're going to need to do that. You got to be ready.
I ended up getting the little chain for my bag.
Oh, to go across the handles?
Yeah, like I thought that was really classy, and it had like the little coach, like the buggy and the horse,
Oh, that's
which I thought was nice. And yeah, and I feel like I could wear that in a lot of bags, and it felt a little more classic, you know?
Yes. I don't know. I do that the taxi charm. I'm gonna get that one day.
So next year at Stationery Fest, you should get it when you're in Brooklyn.
I should, if they have that ever again.
They are. They just announced it.
They are? Okay.
Next year. I think they're looking for a new venue. Last I checked.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's so since Stationery Fest isn't happening, I will be at the DC show this year. Sorry, there's like a hair that's like.
That's coming fast.
I know. I almost don't feel like going, but I guess I'm going to go.
I know I've been feeling a little uninspired by the pen shows this year. I don't know.
I have too.
But what's crazy is I loved Chicago. I thought Chicago was really so much fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's the leather. It's taking over my brain, the leather notebook. So I'm thinking more about that. I'm plotting my next trip to Paris instead.
Yes.
I don't know. I could it be like, are we like happy with our collection? Are we done? No, I'm not done.
No. No. So are you kidding? Are we done? It's like some sort of sickness. That's like saying, do you have enough Esterbrookes? Do you have enough Pilot Vanishing Points? No.
Did I talk about my Esterbrook? So that my Esterbrook is what I've been carrying around.
Hold on a second. Wait, come.
I have to reassemble my notebook. It's such a mess.
Come to the DMV. I do need to update my license. It's about that time.
What are you going to do with the DMV? With your brass knuckles?
No, I can't. Well, I mean, it's not a felony in Texas anymore, but no, I need to update my address. So
yeah, I have to bring Rocco because he's turning 21, and so
no DC for Brian.
Oh,
so if you're going to DC to hang out with Brian, don't go. He won't be there.
But I think Shannon's going to be there. She's repping. Are you repping Esterbrook in DC, Shannon?
Oh,
she may be.
DC, Maryland, Virginia. Oh, okay. My bad.
Oh.
So I'm like the DMV. I do need to go.
I read it the same way.
Maybe yeah. Sorry.
That's really funny. In another show that sounds really wonderful that I would like to get to eventually is San Francisco. Pacific Northwest is happening next week, and I was going to go. Jay's going to Seattle. I was totally planning to go there, and honestly, I'm literally just traveled out. Like I can't do it.
You've already been everywhere. Since
I've never traveled this much in my life.
That's just like from the spring to that's what I've been stuck. I haven't traveled at all. Since last year because the stuff going on with my mom, and so I haven't been able to go anywhere. But yeah, I've got to let her know. It's like, listen, lady,
I'm going to
August 1st. I mean, you're just gonna have to
take
care of yourself. Get your own damn groceries.
Is she doing better? Getting stronger?
She's doing better. She's baby steps into going back into a normal existence, normal life. So yeah.
It's a lot. And it's a lot being the caretaker as well.
Yes. Just a lot.
I'm putting my notebook back together.
I love her.
I love her. Okay. We're back, bitches.
Yeah. We're back, bitches.
Oh wait, something's missing. Oh, my morning pages aren't in there. I have to put these back in. So, okay, we had a topic for today.
Yes, it's the brands that we keep coming back to.
Yes. Speaking of Esterbrook.
Speaking of Esterbrook. No, Heather, caregiving is not for sissies. Believe me, there was a few times where we could have thrown down because she was, love her. Love my mom.
It's hard. I know.
Love
her. Jay's mom. Did I tell you my mother-in-law? Well, no, we're not going to get into that. It's just we gotta stick to pens.
Yes, we can get into that after this. That could be the after show.
So
I do want to. Well, hey, before we do it, can I show you a pen that Apple Bloom's going to start carrying very soon, and it's just very interesting.
I would love to see a pen that they're going to be carrying very soon.
Okay.
Hook us up. Let's see.
I hope y'all can appreciate it. So it comes in this case. I can't even hold it together.
Continue.
Just take it in for a second. Not take it in that way, but take it in and just appreciate it. It is 3D printed.
Cool.
It is ribbed and it screws out. And there's a pen inside.
I'm glad this is your unboxing and not mine. Okay. What's inside?
It's a pen.
No, I get that. What's the brand?
Oh, Arc Layer.
Okay.
ARCLAYER. Arc Layer.
Oh,
so I remember when I got this, and because this is Apple Bloom's going to be carrying this brand. It's a small brand.
You're a great ambassador.
Who better to be an ambassador for something like this than myself? So, yeah.
You're perfect.
So, but the pen is really cool because it's a resin pen. So let's okay. So it looks dark,
Mara,
but it actually isn't. So it has a black cap, black finial, but then you take a light to it. It's actually an eyedropper pen.
really beautiful. It looks like looks Urushi.
Yeah, it's not. It's just it's
no
a resin
way.
pen. It's an eyedropper. So yeah, the blue.
Cool.
Well, the blue is so dark that it
That
looks
is
black.
so cool. I'm not showcasing any more comments.
It won't stop me from laughing at it.
No.
I have to say it, Julia Cording says, pen porn has taken on a new meaning. It most certainly has. But it's a cool, it's a good pen. It's really well made. But the thing that's really cool on it, so I switched out the nib. I don't know if y'all can see that. And Apple personalizes nibs now. So this has an old sketch of mine of Andy Warhol.
That is so cool.
Yeah. So that's what I was like. I didn't know what pen I was going to put this nib in. So it's been sitting here for 2 months. And when this pen came along, I was like, oh, it's the perfect pen.
That is so cool.
Yeah. So it's got Andy with his crazy hair and some.
And that's your artwork. I love
that.
Speaking of that, Yost asked me what I would like, and I sent him a picture of Lumpy.
Oh, that would be perfect.
Yeah, but I never got it.
Really? Yeah, that's, I guess.
I wasn't sure if he'd be able to do it with all the detail.
This has.
You have the actual sketch to share? Is it handy?
No, it's not. It's in a portfolio right now. I just have the scan of it.
So Arc is the brand.
Arc Layer.
Arc Layer. Where are they from?
I want to say they're Turkish.
Okay, very
cool. I'm not certain, but I think they're Turkish. I need to ask Yost what's going on.
Really exciting.
But you get a very cool case with your pen.
Yes, and it looks like it could double as a pen case if you flipped it over, like it would fit some pens.
Well, when I first opened this, I thought it was like a thermos or something because I opened it, it came out like this. It's like, what is he sending a thermos?
Looks like a tire on top. Also, it reminds me of when you do watercolors and you have the portable cup or a dog like that. The
oh yeah, you could just
yeah, and then fill it with water and yeah.
No, it's not that.
That's crazy. Crazy. Oh, are they launching it at the Colorado Pen Show, Wendy? Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway, I really wanted to share that with you guys because we're all friends here.
We are. Yes. Thank you for sharing.
I knew y'all would appreciate it. So,
yeah. I have a little pen.
Do you?
That Wancher sent me this.
Oh my gosh. It's the little Puchiku?
It's the Puchiku, but aren't there two versions of this? Isn't there like a child Puchiku and then like this
That's the
little
chunky.
one?
Yeah, because I have the little. So
I've
he's-
never seen. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so this is the little bitty. That's the chunky one.
This is chunky.
Yeah, I don't have that one
I
yet, but I
love
want
the
it.
swirls on this. Isn't it so
It's
pretty?
very cool.
You made me think of it because it's also an eyedropper, and I don't have many eyedroppers, but like it's very. I mean,
Wow, look,
it's
does it post?
yes, it's so cute.
Oh my gosh, I need to get one of those.
Oh,
I'll be looking for
you
that.
should
I'll be
message
looking around for that.
Giuliano. I want to feature. Oh, and when I was in Paris, I got this J. Urban pen. It reminded me of the brand Skogsy, which I wish I had bought one of their pens in Chicago. It's like my one regret. I'd never seen this pen before, and it was also an eyedropper. And so, like, I think I'm going to do like a little something with eyedropper pens
You
coming
should.
up.
Yeah.
But
That's
yeah,
very
I
cool.
thought this was so adorable. I mean, it is just so chunky.
It's
and
just
fun.
so it's
It's
thick.
beefy, and I love the
Beefy.
Wancher little daisy flower.
Yeah.
It's so
very
cute.
cool.
I was really
I love that
excited
resin.
about this resin. I thought it was really
Yeah,
pretty.
the resin's really pretty.
And do you remember when we were in at the Dutch Pen Show, the folks from Shanghai Pens?
Yes, really nice couple.
So they were so sweet, and I had bought one of those little variety packs of like, and then I lost it.
I
lost
remember that. You left it at
and I
the
was very
hotel or
sad.
something,
And
right?
then I had reached out to them. They were going to send me more, but like shipping was a lot, and the moment had kind of passed. Whoops, it didn't break. We're good. When I went to PW Ackerman in Amsterdam, they carried this.
Oh, how
So
cool.
I got Deep River and Queen Mother of the West, and this is the color that looks really cute in here. But their inks are so beautiful. They kind of remind me a little bit of Birmingham.
Well, she's an artist. I mean, she does like lots of painting and lots of design with typography, and she's very talented.
Their inks were just beautiful.
Yeah, their inks are great.
Nice couple.
They are very cool.
Carol says, I love the chunky Wancher, but where did you get the J. Urban in Paris? I am embarrassed that I cannot remember the name of the shop that I went to. Isn't that awful?
You kind of had like a whirlwind trip to Paris.
We were in like this neck of the woods in Paris in this neighborhood, and then we walked by, and that was actually on the list that you had sent me, Vanessa.
I got to let Katie know that you
found
it very
her list
useful.
Was so wonderful. I probably have, I know I took a picture of the storefront and I posted it on Instagram. But it was a really nice shop. It was more stationery, but I had never seen this pen from J. Urban. And what's interesting is
it's very nice.
The name of this is called like the Tempest or something. I don't think they make it anymore. It's probably been in their case for 10 years.
Finally, somebody bought it.
But ironically, when she was trying to speak English and she's like, the name of this, she's like, last night, I bought it on the 26th. I'm like, The Storm. And she said, yes, that was like the name of this. I'm like, I have to buy it. It was gray and it was called this. The pen is called The Storm. It's really fun. It's
what kind of nib does it have?
This is just a medium nib, but it's really juicy. It's probably
is it like a Yovo nib or?
Yeah, I mean, it's got the little J. Urban boat on it, like their little logo. But it's a really, really nice nib, and they were fantastic.
I'm looking at the feed. I can't tell because the feed doesn't look like a Yovo feed.
Yeah, no. I don't know what
I don't know what it is.
I'm blind, my friends. So I'll do a little something on this. But so they were really nice. They let me try it, and then when they were packaging it up, they noticed that when you twisted it, it just kept turning. Like the threads didn't stop.
Yeah.
But I really liked the gray. So then they literally just took this clear one and they said, well, why don't you take that one too? Because that one caps properly, which I thought was very nice of them. Oh, I bought you a little present. It's very little from Paris.
Was it miniature?
Well, maybe. I thought you'd like this for your watercolors. It's
yes. Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
There's caramels in there for you.
Well, so I love sweets. So
you can have your little treats, and then I just pictured you to have like your little watercolors in here.
Thank you.
You're
That is so
welcome.
thoughtful.
I have
Thank
like
you
a
so much.
pile of stuff I'm supposed to send you. It's just like building.
I'm patient.
Um,
It's fine.
but
I'm
yeah,
good.
I thought of you. I'm like, oh, Vanessa will like that. She'll put her paints in
Oh,
there, which
that's so
will be
sweet.
nice.
Thank you so much.
My gosh, of course. Thank you for the beautiful recommendations. And I did carry my old fashioned pen, my Model J Esterbrook, all through
That's a
Paris.
beautiful pen.
I like
That's the
I think this looks so nice with this.
what
This
is
is
it
the
called?
Model J. It's called the old fashioned.
Old fashioned. That's what I was like. I know it's like after a drink, right?
Yes, like the old fashioned, but this is such a beautiful writer. I did
I
do
love that ebonite. That's really pretty.
I do
It
love
has
the
that
yeah,
smell.
I do. I love the Model J. I love the hammered center here. So
I do too. It's very
this I brought with
classy.
me to Paris, and I just thought it was really pretty with
Oh,
my
that's a
brand
nice match with your
notebook.
journal.
Yes. So this I think is only available on the Esterbrook
EsterBrookPens.com.
website. Yeah, I
Okay.
think that this is like a limited
I was going
run.
to say Brian can confirm it if he's still here, if he lasted this
I'm
long.
not sure if he's still here, but yeah, this is gorgeous. I've been loving. Actually, Shannon might know.
Oh, Shannon,
Um,
yes.
Shannon might know as well.
She would know, unless she's abandoned us too.
I don't know. We kind of go off the rails occasionally. Oh, Amy says she just discovered Ackerman at Little Craft Fest. They were so sweet there. They were so nice.
The Delftblau. Yes, I have that ink. It's one of my favorite blues. It's really pretty.
Which one am I missing, hon?
Oh, the same.
Here.
Yeah, Delftblau. It's it's because the area, the blue and white pottery that's made there in Delft.
Oh, yes.
It's yeah.
They make those beautiful ink bottles, and funny enough, like
Oh wait, he's still here. He says matchy matchy.
matchy matchy.
Matchy
Yes,
matchy.
I like brown on brown there. So nice.
Brown is just, it's your color.
It kind of is.
You always go for the brown.
But I like to lighten it up occasionally.
I was really surprised you got that red journal, to be honest with you. When I saw the red, I was like, oh.
The red, there was something really special about the red at Louise Carmen because as it ages, it gets darker and more beautiful. And
yeah,
like I feel like I migrate toward, I mean, this was very predictable for me that I would have gotten this. But and I felt like I could do black at home. I feel like I have a lot of black, but I was like that particular veggie tan red leather was extremely special because they also have like a plum, which was more
plum
like
would have been pretty
color, which is also really pretty. But the red, it was just really special. And then when I thought of La Dolce Vita and I was going in the direction of Italy, and then it was an easy choice. In fact, if I were to get a Magnum from them, which is the larger size, I'm tempted to do this exact combo and then make my own black one or navy blue, because a lot of people have done the navy blue with the red insert, and it's very Parisian with like the little flag of France that pops.
I was going to say it's got the little flag. Oh, that would be so brilliant.
So pretty. So that's why I was doing the navy blue one myself, because I'm like, I might go back to the red again if I were to go to that.
I mean, if it's a successful match of the red leather and then the patent leather insert,
it's
just
in
in a larger size, that would be
just like striking. Like I can probably find a black leather notebook anywhere. You know what I mean? But like, and I can find red, but like Louis Vuitton in that Emily notebook that I have, the cover, they do that in red, and it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It pops, but it's not veggie tanned. It's going to look like that. It's going to look the same, for a long time. But I love that this is going to change with me. Yes. Shannon, they have a color that's very similar to the Paper Republic. This is the Venezia from Paper Republic. And on Louise Carmen, it's called Plum. Their plum color looks like this, and it's beautiful.
Plum is
so it's 5:11. We should probably talk about the topic at hand.
Topic? How long did it take us to get to this point?
Only an hour.
An hour and 8 minutes to get to the topic.
Not bad.
But,
oh, yeah.
Hey,
So pen brands we keep coming back to. We've been at this for some time. And, there are a lot of shiny new pens that grab our attention that we get excited about.
Definitely.
I think a tribute, a side effect of brands we keep coming back to is potentially brands we buy multiples of. Because there are brands that I have a pen from that brand and I'm good. And then there are other brands that we just keep going back to and buying more
Yeah.
from the brand.
And it's
why
like,
is that? And
why?
what
But
are
why
they?
do we do that? Because I'm not going to lie, it's like, so I'm going to use Esterbrook as an example because I
Perfect
have such a
example.
big collection of it. But it's like, whenever, it's like, I already have like, I mean, there's got to be like dozens of them. But it's like when they have a new color resin come out, I'm like,
Yeah,
like
I
holy
know.
shit, I need that.
And it's interesting because, yeah, I think because they're consistent writers, for one,
Yes, they really are. They are.
because really, like for me, it only takes maybe 2 bad experiences with a pen brand that I'm just like, yeah, I'm not buying them again. And
Right.
I haven't had that with Esterbrook. And I really feel like even if you did have a nib that you didn't love, you know, customer service will take care of you.
I'm
You know
just
what?
saying, but I can't believe you keep going back to Visconti. That's a brand that I have trouble going back to because I've had a handful of not great experiences with their pens. Of course, I collect the Van Gogh pen. But that's because I've got a thing going there, and I can't stop. But it's like I don't want to go and buy like any of their other pens because I've had such bad nib experiences with them.
I hear you on that, and honestly, my first Visconti was like tragic, that Venus. But Kirk
Yeah.
Spear brought it back. What's weird about the Visconti that I want to stress is that once it's tuned, like I was just writing with the Homo sapien today, my dad's
Mhm.
one, the white one. It is, I think it's my absolute favorite writer, but that's got
Yeah.
like Matthew Chen's
I was going to
stamp
say
on it.
you've had a lot of work done to get it to that point,
Yes,
but
I've had it. Yeah, I
yeah,
had it fixed once and then tuned. Yeah, and it
right.
shouldn't have to be that way. But I
No,
will say the iris out of the box was wonderful, and
good.
the Lotus Garden wonderful. That
And
particular
those are
model.
gorgeous pens. But yeah, I'm just like a little apprehensive when it comes to Visconti. I'm just like,
Understood. I mean,
you
some
know,
people have had, I mean, I was like that with Twisby for a while. I had a few bad Twisbys, and I
yeah.
think Twisbys I keep going back to just because they're cheap and fun, like the Serpentine, I love.
I mean, yeah, that's gorgeous.
And it's like that's like an impulse buy a little bit.
Right.
And I get these in mediums and broads. Like I think I have one extra fine, maybe. And I'm like, why buy a
It's like,
Twisby in an extra fine? For me, like I'm just
no
like, for
kidding.
me personally, I like them broad. They're fun because those are fun pens.
Yeah, they're fun. And also I don't think I will ever get enough of Kaweco.
I'm seeing a lot of people here. Yes. So Esterbrook for sure.
Yeah,
Celia says Esterbrook and Kaweco. Can't get
Kaweco.
enough. I think they're very collectible to what you're saying. They come out with lots of different colors. I feel like Kawecos are big impulse buys for me because they're like 25
Oh, for
bucks.
sure. Well, that's why I'm like, that's what with the little journal. I don't know. I think I was in the Instagram discovery. You know that you could click on the magnifying glass. You could just see like a bunch of stuff at the same time. And someone had this with this Kaweco. I was like, I have to get that. It's a
Did you
perfect
not have
match.
that Kaweco already?
No,
Oh wow. That's the
no.
Bordeaux, right? That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a Bordeaux, and it matches perfectly with the oxblood. So I've got to ink with oxblood, and so this is going to live with this journal. You know,
I
so
really believe with all these. Okay, Carmen, I go back to Leonardo.
Leonardo's just
Beautiful as well. I mean, I also think it's
definitely.
really interesting because I've heard a couple creators throw some shade at people who purchase Yovo nib pens over and over again. Like, what's the point? You're just getting another Yovo nib and another Yovo nib. However, I feel like Yovo nibs perform very well.
And
That's
that's
why I keep
why,
buying
yeah,
them.
that's why
Like,
a
to
lot of
your
brands use
point,
them.
you can get a Yovo nib for under $200 and it writes beautifully, or you can buy a Visconti for 700 and it makes you want to vomit because
Yeah,
it like you're sick to your stomach because you buy something that doesn't work. So to me,
right.
I feel like that comment is a little, I don't know, I don't love it because I also feel like with Esterbrook in particular, there's extra fine, there's medium, there's broad, there's all the specialty nibs. Like you can you can have a different person. I mean, I am somebody who likes a lot of different nibs. I think if you're someone who's really specific, like you only like extra fines and fines. Like I kind of have different pens for different moods, different notebooks,
Oh
different
yeah,
days.
totally.
I like them all. You know, I have at times been like, oh, this is too broad. Like my Scribos, they're awesome, but I have one that was like a double broad that I had work done to.
Yeah.
But I wanted it to be more refined because that was such an expensive pen. I think I just wanted it a little bit more controlled.
Yes.
But then there are times that I love that. So anyways, I think Yovo nibs are great.
Well, and then what Estabrook has done on top of that is, so I think they're one of the first brands to start personalizing those nibs into like, taking the Yovo nib and then pushing it that extra step. And so take a already great writing nib and then putting a nice grind on it just makes it even more beautiful.
Yes, I agree. And that's basically what Olivia is saying here. Yovos also make a great for nib wardrobe. I love that word for this. So you can
Nib
try and have
wardrobe.
a lot of grinds on a low risk nib. Yeah. So one of the things, so when Coffee Monster released the pen and it was like, everybody lost their mind.
They did.
I wanted a medium nib for that. And
Right.
there was a fine available, and I know it has a little emoji on it. So like, I know that was already customized, but I wasn't going to stress that I wanted a medium, but I had to get a fine because I know I could swap that. And like, I love
Right.
that about it. When you have a pen that you love the body of and you have a lousy nib, it's so nice if you can just swap it or
Oh
have a
yes.
custom grind done on it. And it's not breaking the bank. Like I was nervous having the Visconti worked on because if that's not good, I mean,
Right.
obviously a Nibmeister is going to make it better, but yeah, I think it's low risk and it's fun and they are reliable. I mean, they are in so many pens for a reason.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true. There's so Keitha. She said this non-collector now has 7 Estes.
Oh,
So
it sneaks up on you, doesn't it? The Estes really sneak up on you. I mean, and I have to say, I don't feel like we can talk about Esterbrook without talking about their marketing. Because I do feel like, and I use the Raven all the time as an example, like I was so jazzed to get an all black on black on black pen. And they just made it so cool. And,
it is cool.
if that
It
had
is
just been like
cool.
a silent release that came out, like we have a new matte black pen, I wouldn't have
And
bought
it was
it.
like,
But it was like,
well,
it came with it, all the ambiance with the artwork and the Raven, and they released it
yeah.
in
Well, that's what I
fall.
have. So
It
in
was
the
just so cool. Like I do think that market, I mean, Louise Carmen, think about it.
oh yeah,
Louise
it's
Carmen is
marketing's
reinvention,
huge.
it's marketing.
Well,
So
this I wouldn't have the Raven just goes so perfectly with my the passport cover that I turned into a journal cover of the room 237.
absolutely.
I mean, it's like
And I think it's like an
it's very
ecosystem
cool.
also with Esterbrook because you also have,
Yeah.
it's not just the pen. You have the cube that they came out with, and then they have limited releases, and then they give you little gifts like when you got the Sweet Dreams eye patch or the cape with the King of the Night.
Yes, the cape. That was probably the most unexpected.
That was great.
I mean, so different and just really cool.
Plus, they're active in the community. I mean, I can remember when I was first getting started, the first time Esterbrook like shared a post that I tagged them in, I was like, oh my gosh, like it felt, it feels nice. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like they're very connected with the community. I mean, I will
Yeah.
use Twisby as an example. Like nobody knows Twisby. I mean, everybody, we love our Twisbys, but I don't think that people think of Twisby like, like they're not really
Yeah.
part of the community. Their pens are great,
Well,
but
it makes a difference to be part of the community than to not participate in the community.
yeah, like I think
Because
Atlas is great too. Like they do
they do this. Yeah.
they do their live polls. I've never participated in a live poll, but people get really excited that when they put an order in, they say, "Can you pull my order live on TikTok this week and on YouTube?" And then
Yeah.
they say your name and they pull it, and like it just brings people in. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
little thing that kind of makes a big difference. And I think that some of the brands that do that, I mean, I guess an exception for me would be Pilot, because Pilot's like such a big brand, but I do keep coming back to my Pilot pens too.
I do too. The pilots perform very well, and I seem to have a growing vanishing point problem.
Yes. It's not a bad problem to have, but yeah, I just took out my 2 custom 823s. Like I have one in the signature nib, which I was like kind of not loving it because it wrote super broad, the signature nib. But then I was writing with it today. I'm like, that's why I love this pen. Like this writes like butter, and it's just a broader stroke, but like
right.
So nice, you know? And I don't know, 2 months ago, I was thinking about selling that. And then I wrote with it today. I'm like, what are you doing, Lori? Like this writes better than so many other pens. And
That's
I think
so funny.
Pilot, it's not about the marketing. It's just about the consistency.
It's the consistency and quality. Yes. Yes. It's the consistency and quality. And then you have Sean, who's like, I don't know if y'all have ever met Sean. He usually goes to the pen shows. Oh, actually, he'll probably be in Washington, D.C. show. He has great hair.
Oh, you've mentioned him before.
His hair is like, it defies gravity. Listen, in DC, I usually do my walk around and I talk to people. I'll be sure to give Sean some camera time so y'all see what I'm talking about.
Give him some.
I might even ask to touch his hair. I might get a little weird.
Not you.
But dude, can I just touch your hair?
Wait, what did I miss from Shari? I feel like I missed some comments here.
Sorry.
Oh, you know, Shari actually, I know, she was so sweet. She messaged me and asked me if I wanted to purchase the peacock, which I thought was so nice. And before I could even process it, she's like, update, it's sold, which I'm sure.
I was going to say that wouldn't have lasted very long. I think I saw it. Was it listed on the, I can't think of the name of the Instagram
Virtual
account.
Pen Show.
Virtual Pen Show.
Pen Show. I don't know where Shari ended up selling it, but
I saw it listed and I was like, oh, that's going to go fast. That's a pretty pen.
Yeah, I feel like that was a missed opportunity for me. Anne is asking, Scotty says, I purchased my first Esterbrook last weekend. Which one did you get? That's exciting.
Yeah.
I remember my first Esty.
Where are you at on the thing? I'm like, I have no idea where we're at on the
I feel like I've tried to scroll down.
Sometimes I follow along with you. I'm like, so I could see what
Anne asked, what about Sailor? I haven't won yet, but thinking about it.
That's what I like. Sailor.
I'm not a big Sailor girl.
I'm not. I mean, I only like the little sailors. See, I mean, I can't resist the little mini Pro Gears because they're so damn cute. But
I love the way Sailors write, but I have to admit, like I have invested in a lot of Sailors. I don't always reach for them, but that's another pen when I am writing with it. I'm like, God, this is such a nice writer. But I don't think it's as like, it's not like a sexy pen. It's not a sexy pen. It's not like a Leonardo swirl and just like so pretty, or like the Esterbrook Resins, or like a Mont Blanc, or like,
I don't know. You know what? I think I know why you like, where's my ravens in my bag, but I know why you like, look at the Raven, guys.
Yeah, that's just sleek.
The Raven is a sexy pen.
It is. I mean, I love the black pens. I do.
I mean, it's matte and it has that glossy clip, and then underneath the cap.
And that was the first one that had the button fill too, which was kind of a big deal.
Mine's just a regular. It's not, but yeah, I think this was the first one to have the button filler.
And the black nib is so cool on that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very. I mean, that's an older nib, guys. It's got the old Yovo scrolling on it, but it writes fine.
It's great. Yeah.
Yes.
It's
a sexy pen.
Awesome. Shanique says, I have way too many Sailors.
How many do you have? It's like, okay, how many is too many?
Probably like your Visconti collection. So this is one of my favorite Sailors. This is Every Rose Has Its Thorn.
That's a beautiful pen.
Lumpy 8, the first one. Then I dropped the second one, nib down, totally annihilated it. And then I went to the Paper Mouse in Newton when Kirkspear was in town, and he resurrected it, and it's back to its original state, and absolutely beautiful. I love this pen. I love the subtle sparkles here. I have sesame oil in here. it's beautiful. I don't know. I have a lot of pro gears, but I noticed that I have to force myself to put it in my little like weekly pen case. Like I'm always like, you needed Sailor in there, Lori. Like, and I open my Sailor drawer. I think I have like 13 Sailors.
Oh, wow. That's quite a bit.
I have quite a bit.
I mean, that is definitely a collection.
It is. I think it was the first gold nib that I bought in the Pro Gear Slim. And then I was really attached to the Yoseka series when they were releasing.
I only have the mini versions of those.
I have 2 out of the 3 Yoseka ones. I don't have the Origin one, the green one.
Those are really pretty too.
I love their home pen. And then I think with Jay's trips to Japan, like he went to Ancora, which is Sailor this time around. And then I was in Japan. He was in Japan with like the chocolate pudding. And yeah, I feel like, I think it's probably the Japan influence that I've been a couple times that Sailor, they're just more affordable over there. But Franklin Christoph, I do not have any of Franklin Christoph pens. Am I missing out?
I had one, but I sold it. I just wasn't very excited about it.
Yeah.
So, but people go nuts for them.
People go crazy for them.
They go crazy. You go to a pen show and they have like a crowd that, it's like
people know the models they love. They keep going back to them. So yeah,
I've never
one at a show. Jane says, I convinced myself that I didn't even need a Raven, but Vanessa is changing my mind. She'll do that to you.
It's sexy.
Shannon, what are you? Yeah.
What? That's what I'm scrolling back through it. I guess Brian is still here.
Yeah, but I'm missing the conversation with Shannon. I'm not. She's hinting to something.
My dogs are. This is why I didn't want them in the room.
That's why you put the Sailor nib into a sexy pen. Yes, no, true. That's what people do. They take the nib and they put it into a pen. And then all of a sudden it's sexy because it's got the Sailor nib and a sexy pen. Yeah, Wendy Sue, I am bad about that. Like I just keep my pens with their original owner. I'm not a nib hopper. I just buy a new pen. But I really should do that more. I should be better about like swapping my nibs. That is a good idea.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with Franken pens. If you can do a Franken pen with it and make it awesome, why not?
No, I know. I haven't gotten into that habit except with Yovo nibs. I think those are the only ones I'm kind of comfortable with. Like I'll take a maker pen and I'll put, because I think like when we met and we were down in Orlando and I bought the blue Esty, the
Nuvo blue.
Nuvo blue.
Yeah.
That was when the Journaler's nib had just come out, but they were sold out. So Esterbrook sold me the Nouveau Blue with a medium nib, but then they sent me the Journaler one at home. So I had an extra nib.
That's
and then when
nice.
I got my Honeycomb secondhand, and that came with a vintage nib at this little pop-up with
the adapter?
With the adapter.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was in Munson, Mass, the year that it was the year the Commonwealth Pen Show did not happen. And then they had a little pop-up at a church out in Western Mass that I went to right after Orlando. So I had a couple extra nibs. So because I had extras, I would start to swap them. And so I think I just got comfortable swapping Yovo nibs with Leonardo's and, that sort of thing. But I haven't graduated from there. I have Sailor nibs in at least 5 maker pens. That's smart. Did they just screw in like the Yovos? Why am I afraid of that?
Well, I mean, so if you have like a rubber grip, you could just pull it right out of the housing.
Yeah,
and I mean, if it fits into another housing, you could just put it right in there. So you just have to.
You know what I would love to do that with is my Valentine one from Luke from Papa J Studios. I would love to put a Sailor nib in there. That's such a good idea. I have so many Sailor nibs that I'm not like using. Maybe I'll take my OG Sailor, like the Autumn Moon that I can't let go of because it was my first Sailor. It was my first gold nib. It was like $80 on Amazon, maybe 90. And I should take that nib out. Oh shoot! You know what? I have to get this because we have no water. I'm gonna mute myself for a second. This is the pump guy coming to my house. All right, I'm gonna mute. You're on.
Guy. All right, it's my show now. So what do you want to talk about? You know what? I'll show you guys. I'm going to show. So some of y'all mentioned Banu, and I got a really cool Banu in the mail last week or the week before, and it was sent to me directly from Armenia, where they're now located. And it, oh, she's going to take. Okay, cool. It really is all mine now. So it's hand painted. And I really enjoy the hand painted pens. And I wish that more brands would do stuff like this because it's so different and so special. So this one, I don't know how many they have, but I just love the artistry of this. And they do all kinds of different painted motifs on there. So, but it was hard to choose. But of course, I went with a Valentine's Day theme. So it's like pink. It is very pretty. Now, if they had a black one with like, see, I would like a black one with painted like cigarettes or something on there. I might have to do that myself, but I don't know how to keep the paint on without it peeling off. That's the one thing. But it's obviously acrylics, and then they have some sort of like a whole plastic thing that went over this. But if I could do like a black pen with painted cigarettes and knuckles and knives, I think that would be pretty cool. So, yeah. So what else y'all want to talk about? Gosh, this is awkward. Why did she do this? So yeah, hand painted blue. Yeah, this is my one and only hand painted Banu, and I think it's really pretty. It doesn't have like I love Banu, but sometimes I'm just not. Oh, you're back.
Hi. Keep chatting.
It was getting weird anyway. So
Did you miss me?
I did. It was just like, how could she put me on the spot like this? So I was just
I'm
like,
so sorry. I woke up to no water this morning, and
that's
our pump
horrible.
is broken. So I'm going to have to scoot because they are here and we need water.
Well, we've reached
but I'll wait.
hour
I'll
and a
wait
half.
until they come up the street. But
Yeah.
what were you saying about Banu?
Well, I was talking about this. So Banu sent me this pen.
So pretty.
A couple of weeks ago, and it's, I don't know if y'all can tell, it's
Is it Cupid? A little Valentine?
It is. It's called Cupid's Garden, and it's a light pink pen, a light pink resin, and it's painted. So I was about to say, I love the new pens, but sometimes I just don't love all the chunky glitter that they put in the pens. And this one doesn't have all that chunky. It's very, simple and
it's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's very cool.
They do some nice hand painting on their pens.
Yeah,
sure.
I was just saying I would love to hand paint a pen, but I've tried it before and the acrylic paint kind of scratches off. So yeah, if there was like a way to seal it, that would be great. Because I want to make a black pen with like cigarettes and brass, like knuckles and knives.
Who can you talk to? Who can
I don't know.
You should apply at Hatch on Endless. You can design your own.
Well, they did approach me about doing a pen, and I said no.
Really?
I did, because I was like, so, and I wasn't trying to be an asshole about it or anything, but I was like, so you guys get to use my name and likeness to sell a pen?
You know what?
What do I get, a pen out of it?
Kind of.
I was just like, I don't know if I like that. I just thought,
I'm doing one with them.
Are you? I just was like, I don't see how I benefit from this.
I hear what you're saying, but I thought for me, this was my first creative journey with something like this. They had watched my interview with Yost, where we were because I was saying that we were going to go to Italy and I would love to do a Leonardo pen sometime and blah, blah, blah. So I don't know. They DM'd me about something else and then mentioned that. And I had an idea, like something for Boston. And anyways, I was like, it was unclear, like what you get besides.
That's what it was unclear. It wasn't very clear. And I was just like, I don't understand how I benefit from this. You benefit by using my name. I mean, and I'm not like some freaking super awesome human being or something.
But I wanted to be a part of the creative experience, and there was, to be able to work with some of the pen makers who I admire, and you get to submit like who you would you would like to work with and things like that. So it's early stages right now, but we'll see. You know, like I'm optimistic. I'm cautiously optimistic, and I feel like you could do one, and it's a personal thing. And if you like the experience, you can do it again. And
Okay,
if
well,
not,
Julia says here that you get
you
a
do.
cut of the sales. They didn't tell me that. That's
And
why
I
I was
didn't
just
know
like,
that until I was further in the process.
okay, so if they would have
down.
said something like that to me, I was like, yeah, okay, but
I don't think it's a big percentage, but they do all the work. They do all the marketing. And it's like, for me, it was like, I probably wouldn't get this off the ground on my own. Like if I reached out to Leonardo one-on-one, maybe I would, but like, it's so foreign to me. Like I've never designed a pen before. So I thought that this was a good way to dip my toes in. And Karina had it seemed like a lovely experience. I watched her interview with Endless and I was like, oh, that's kind of fun. So I had a concept and so more to come because you do have to sign a
non-disclosure.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So I don't know when it's going to come out or anything like that, but we'll see. We'll see. I hope it's okay that I even said I was working on one. I don't know.
I mean, but yeah, I'll be interested to see how you enjoy your experience. But yeah, I just was
so far it's been fantastic. So far it's been
that's
really
good.
Nice. Really
that's
nice.
Good. That's why I was just like, I don't understand how I would benefit from this. It's like I think
it just depends on how you look at it. You know what I mean? Like I thought this was a nice opportunity for me.
Oh
and,
yeah, totally.
We'll see. But yeah, more to come. But yeah, and now I'm like I'm literally sweating. Like if I should have said.
No, you're fine. I mean, I don't think anybody here is going to say anything, right, guys?
No. I don't know. Well, if the pen doesn't come out, it means I breached the contract. It doesn't happen.
I think you'll be fine. You didn't give out any details or anything.
Yeah, I mean it's been a wonderful experience so far.
Yeah. My dogs are like losing their minds. The mailman just dropped something off on the porch. So
yeah. Well, anyways, my friends, we are probably winding down. And yeah, thank you all so much for being here. We have 100 friends here. If you guys want to subscribe to the channel, that would be awesome. We never, like sometimes I watch people do lives and every 5 minutes.
We don't ever plug ourselves in.
But you know, that would be awesome if you give us a thumbs up, if you enjoyed the conversation, subscribe, tell your friends.
Tell your friends about us.
But it was really nice to catch up with everybody. I hope to have water and I really want to bathe before the night is over.
Yeah, I want that for you.
Thank you.
Everybody should be able to bathe and brush their teeth.
Yeah. Thank you everyone for being here. I loved your contributions to the conversation. Thank you for listening to me talk about notebooks for 40 minutes straight. I apologize if that was too much. I'm so sorry.
It wasn't. I was totally cool with it. I'm sure everybody else is into it.
I love your new bag, Vanessa. Love the new pens you were sharing. Lots of fun. Oh, Angie's just talking to Lumpy. All right, friends, we will chat soon. See you in a couple weeks. And in the meantime,
stay juicy, bitches.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.